R.A. Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. R.A. Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. All right, first, I'm giving honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Hakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai with truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom. The title of this video is going to be called Hollywood is Dying, Their Dreams and Mirth is Dead. Now, I've been watching a lot of videos on my second account, on my first account, watching, on YouTube, just watching videos of how the Hollywood industry is going down the drain. And I believe Trump said this a couple of months ago, this during the time the California Palisades fire. All right, he said that, Trump, let me see, Trump. That the Hollywood industry is coming to an end. Let me share the screen real quick. It's because because of the 100% tariffs. And not even just that, it's many reasons why Hollywood is dying, because these celebrities having a paycheck while the people around them are struggling for scraps. The makeup artist, the CGI artist, the guy that fixed the curtains, the guy that fixed the lights, the sound effect people, the audio engineers, all the people that helps these higher up movie corporations to make a good movie. Okay, a lot of them are not receiving great job security, and that's a sign. And this is one of the many pillars, that have fallen from the Hollywood industry. That's just one of the many reasons why Hollywood is falling. And not just that, it's witchcraft. Okay, it's illusions. The dream of making it big and becoming a successful actor and becoming a superstar and want to become a big, huge, movie director or actress or act. That's long gone, man. And I believe, through the spirit, one of the main things that killed it was, one, C-19 shutdown, and two, the writer strikes, because Hollywood, ever since I believe 2022, had a huge writer strike, man. Hollywood writer strike. It was 2023. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. Oh, and I'm gonna show you this video with Mel Gibson, which I believe he's an Israelite. Mel Gibson was explaining why, many reasons why Hollywood is dying. Okay, and we all know Mel Gibson for his great movies and scenes and films, and also his great talents for movie direction and movie movie production. And one thing, and let me, before I continue, I'm a movie buff. I always loved movies since I was a kid. And one thing for sure, why one of the major reasons why, the three major reasons why Hollywood is falling, because one, a lot of movies that we grew up watching are now in 2025 are now bringing out sequels and prequels and spin-offs. There's no more originality. There's no more form of creativity. Okay, when there's no creativity, a lot of these film productions, movie productions, and corporations are going to stay stagnant. And number two is the arrogant celebrities, and the same celebrities. Every movie that you watch, you see the same reused, recycled actor, athlete. Actor and actress. That's one of the main reasons why the movie industry is dying, because we're seeing the same Zendaya, the same Jenna Ortega, the same Chris, what's his name? Chris Pratt. Is that his name? What's his name? Chris Pratt. Yep, Chris Pratt. This dude, which I believe he's also could be an Israelite. Okay, but we seeing these same celebrities. Let me delete this real quick. We've seen the same celebrities over and over again. And hey, another example, The Rock. All right, this man plays himself. He's played different characters, but he played himself 25 times, man. Multiple times. He plays himself. He doesn't even know how to play the character that he's playing in a movie. He just plays The Rock. He just has a different name in different movies. So is one okay? What was the first one? The first one was what was it? Creativity. No more creativity. I'm gonna write it in notes. One, or the main reasons why Hollywood is falling. One, no creativity, or what's it called? Enthusiasm. Hold on, let me spell it. Enthusiasm. Copy and paste. Oh, come on, man. That's not what I want. Satan, man. Enthusiasm. All right. I don't want to spell it wrong. Oh, my God. Or enthusiasm. I know I spelled it wrong, but there we go. All right. So that's number one. No creativity or enthusiasm. Number two, celebrity fatigue. Okay. Or recycled stars. And number three, one of the main reasons why number three is, and one of the main things is number three is, well, economy. Okay. Slash writer strikes. Or I'm gonna type this cost of production. I should have made this before the video started, but hey, it's just the spirit, man. So that's one of the main reasons why. One of the main reasons why Hollywood has fallen. One, no creativity or enthusiasm. Okay, when you watch these movies, man, that's coming out, it feels like you're watching the same thing over and over. It's just a different fonts. It's just a different look. And number two, okay, celebrity fatigue. These people are tired of seeing these celebrities. They're tired of seeing these people on TikTok, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and they really don't have any good acting skills, man. And that ain't just that. Most of them do have good acting skills, but it's not being improved. Okay, and number three is economy, writer strikes, and cost production. Not only that you're filming a movie, but your actor that your main actors, your cast, all right, the people that works around your cast are not getting paid as well. The writers, okay, the guy that makes the coffee, the guy that fixed the lights, the guy that makes the CGI, the guy that wrote the script. A lot of these people are not making a good minimum a wage, man. They're not getting paid as well. They're not getting paid as they were back in the early 2000s, the 80s and 90s. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play this video real quick, and it's gonna break down.
There's a lot of work
Why Hollywood is dead, okay, and why. And it's gonna point out. It's gonna bring out things that that most people don't think about.
goes into making a podcast. The setup is one thing, then you've still got to edit.
Appreciate it. Please click to subscribe. The Emmys were this past weekend. California in the spotlight. And a lot of people there asking the question, is Hollywood dead? So many of the TV shows and movies, the productions have moved out of Hollywood. Economy is not in good shape, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry. So many people out of work. So many people like living in their cars. I found. I talked to regular people for this episode, which you're going to hear from. I also talked to Mel Gibson. I wanted to get sort of the full spectrum of what's going on in California when it comes to the movie industry and the economy. I'm getting into all of it in this edition of Brian Ensign Investigates. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out my podcast. This is a story that I've been looking into for a while. The big question of is Hollywood dead? There are so many TV shows and movies that are not made in Los Angeles anymore. And everybody just thinks of Hollywood as being the entertainment capital of the world. But behind the scenes, that has slowly been changing over time. COVID took a big hit on the industry there. The fires, of course, that we all saw happen there, but also the economic policies. The tax incentives are better in some ways in places like Georgia and Texas now to make movies and TV shows. So a lot of productions have moved from California to those other states. I was on a movie lot as part of this story that I've been looking into. I got access to this one production lot, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but it was sort of shocking walking around. And that's what some of the workers told me. They're like, come here, walk around, you'll see the deal for your own eyes. And it was just empty. They said that there used to be people walking all over the place here, different like workers for all the different part. I mean, people who do the try cleaning and the people who do the catering, and it just movement all over the place.
And he made a good point. He made a really good point how the lots and studios are empty because I believe it was the year 2023. Me and my family, me and my mother and my sister we went on a trip to California, our second trip to California. And we went on the Warner Brothers studio tour. And it was a little bit booming. It was still people there, working on projects, movies, and shows. But it wasn't packed like how they show you in these movies or these behind the scenes takes where they show you behind the scenes in the studios on there's so many people that's on the camera, that's working on the audio, that's working on sound effects, that's working on the makeup. We went there at the Warner Brothers Studios. It was very educational. You learned a lot about how they make the movies, but it was very, very empty. But like I said, you still had people there and there, but it was very, very empty. Okay, it was kind of like it was a little bit abandoned. All right, the only people that was there was the tour people, the tour guide, and the tourist. Okay, and also you had little construction workers that was building on certain things in certain areas in the whole studio uh, region, but mainly it was empty. Okay, it wasn't booming like how it was back in the early 2000s or the late the 80s and the 90s, man, or the 2010s where movies were still moderate and still was keeping up. So is Hollywood dead? Of course. Okay, of course. Because people don't think they see the actors, but they don't see the people that's working for those actors. Okay. And a lot of those people that's working for the movie production companies and for the actors, they play a major part as well, man. Because without them, you don't have a movie. You don't have your actors. You don't have your cast. You don't have your screenwriters. You don't have nothing. So that's one of the main reasons. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna continue. So she'll lock it for me, rambling.
Place and walking around there when I was in LA, it was just empty. Inside the studios, it was empty. I mean, this used to be a bustling sound stage, and this is what it looks like now. And I'm told that this is what many of the studios across Los Angeles look like now. California Governor Gavin Newsom did sign a new film and TV tax credit, but many industry insiders say it's yet to make a big difference. Again, especially because of California's cost of living, because of the fires, because of what COVID did. It's just sort of like a perfect storm. There's even people that are sleeping in their cars that had really, really good jobs in Los Angeles. And I'm going to talk to a couple in a minute in this pot. You'll see later in the episode who had great jobs in the entertainment industry and are literally out of work now and on the verge of literal financial collapse. But first, I want to share with you an interview that I did with Mel Gibson about what he thinks. I mean, he's obviously lived in LA his whole life. He's shooting a movie right now in Italy. And I talked to him about what he thinks is going on, the way that the industry is changing. I was just walking around one of the studio lots out here,
Yeah.
right outside the car here, and it's just dead. I mean, there's no one there. Everything is empty. There's not even anyone really walking around. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, well, it was like that when I left to come over to Italy to work on film, and it was already like an episode of the Twilight Zone. You know, places were deserted, and for more than one reason. What's going on there? Well, the industry is dying there. You're seeing some kind of atrophy, and uh, from which it may or may not recover. And I think there are many causes for that. You know, um, mainly, I mean, I'll give you an example. I wanted to shoot for a day in Los Angeles to do a reshoot on a film that I'd done, which I had to shoot in Vegas because that was more cost effective. And the tax incentives there weren't even that great. I think like 15% or something, but it was still easier and more cost effective to shoot in Nevada. But I had to do a reshoot on there, and I thought, well, it's only a day shoot. I'll pick it up here in Los Angeles, and it was cheaper, more cost effective to fly the entire American crew, buy them air tickets, fly them to Bulgaria, house them, feed them for 3 days, and do the shooting there for 3 days rather than to just shoot for one day locally in Los Angeles where they all lived.
You ever check your bank account and realize that you're being charged for a subscription you forgot about? Some of the companies, I really think they are just hoping that we forget about those old subscriptions that we don't even use anymore. Last month, I found out I was still paying for this digital magazine that I haven't read in over a year. That's why I finance subscription. People chain join Brian N slash.
Hi, I'm JT, and I made
Come
Result
on,
Hunter
man.
a
I'm
search
trying to get
engine
from one
for
advertisement
surgeons.
to
Let me
another,
just tell
man.
you what it does. First of all,
Brian N.
It was more cost effective to take them all over there, have jet lag, spend for 3 days, and pick it up that way. So, I mean, that's pretty common, I think, and that's sort of, in a nutshell, tells you the story of the whole industry. There, it's that it's being outsourced to other places where it's cheaper to shoot, more cost effective, better tax incentives, like Atlanta or New York or Bulgaria, or even I'm over here in Italy at the moment. You know, they have better incentives, and the food is better, and it costs about a third as much as it does in California. See, the cost of living skyrocketed as well. Everything's very expensive, and even just the people that work, all the people that work on film are finding it hard to make a living there and pay their way with the cost of living the way it is. It's just gone to hell altogether. I blame it on the leadership of the state of California.
And not just the leadership, it's the elites that's also doing this as well. Because the leadership of California, they all got a puppeteer that's controlling them as well. And those are the higher up elites, the small hats. Are the people that Mel Gibson was cursing out years ago when he left Hollywood and created the movie Passion of the Christ in Apocalypto. See, a lot of people forget that Mel Gibson was the one that found it out, started to come into reality that them small hats or them letter J people was controlling everything. And he took his own money and created his own form of movie production in films, man. Okay, so this is all being orchestrated by them small hats, man. And he's right. All right, Stocky, hold on. I'm gonna play it back. I think I pressed the thing by accident, but he's right. You know, the head people of Hollywood are doing this on purpose because they realize that America is falling. This is all being orchestrated by Yahweh Shem Shai on a heavily spiritual level. So I'm gonna play this video. Shalaki.
Sort of, in a nutshell, tells you the story of the whole industry. There, it's that it's being outsourced to other places where it's cheaper to shoot, more cost effective, better tax incentives, like Atlanta or New York or Bulgaria, or even I'm over here in Italy at the moment. You know, they have better incentives, and the food is better, and it costs about a third as much as it does in California. See, the cost of living skyrocketed as well. Everything's very expensive, and even just the people that work, all the people that work on film are finding it hard to make a living there and pay their way with the cost of living the way it is. It's just gone to hell altogether. I blame it on the leadership of the state of California. There's other things that came into play. I mean, there was a big strike that slowed everybody down. And, then on the heels of that, you had COVID, which was a real joy. And then you had the fires, the wildfires.
Oh, wow. You had 4 things. Okay. You had the 2019. Let me see. You had the 20. I forgot about that. The 2019 writer's strike, because I was thinking about 2023 writer's strike. See? Yep. Was there a writer's strike in 2019? In 2019, Hollywood writers went on a strike for 100 days, and it cost the economy of LA an estimate of 1.5 billion. Celebrities like Sierra Silverman and Kathy Griffin showed their support on the picket line, and this was before COVID. Okay, this before COVID, so this was happening way before we seen the effects now, man. Okay, but the one I was thinking about is the 2023. So, but also you got to think about this. You got the 2020. I'm gonna type in the notes. You got. All right, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call it. All right, I'm gonna call it wrecking balls. Okay. You had number 1, the 2019 writers' strike. Number 2 was the COVID-19. Okay, COVID-19. That was number 2. That's what caused a major problem to Hollywood. And number 3, you had 2023 writers' strike. And now in 2025, the Palisades, California fires, man. I think I spelled it wrong. California. See, so this was the main 4 reasons why, by events, one of the main things physically why Hollywood is falling, because these 3, 4. But the spiritual aspect behind the curtains and what people are seeing is, the main thing, the main 3 things up here. But the true wrecking balls that destroyed Hollywood, was these 4 things, man. And also, not just that, number 5 was the tariffs. Okay, 100% tariffs by DJ Trump, man. So these are the main 5 things why Hollywood is falling. Okay, 2019 writer's strike, and then COVID-19, 2023 writer's strike, and then 2025 we had, this year was the Palisades, California fire, and then you had the, spelled that wrong by accident. I typed too fast. The 100% tariffs by DJ Trump. Okay, so like this commentary said by Donald J. Trump, it says the movie industry is in America is dying a very fast death. Other countries are offering all sorts of incentives to draw our filmmakers and studios away from the United States. And right, that's what's happening. Marvel and DC just left the States and moving their headquarters to Europe because they realize that America is done. Okay, I'm gonna grab Marvel. Hold on, Shalakia. Marvel left America. Yep, Marvel Studios leaves Georgia for Germany. I'm gonna play this in a bit. But you see, this place is done, man. It says Hollywood is and many other areas within the United States are being devastated. This is a concerted effort by other nations and therefore a national security threat. It is in addition to everything else, messaging and propaganda. Therefore, I am authorizing the Department of Commerce and the United States Trade Representative to immediately begin the process of instituting 100% tariffs on any tariff on any and all movies coming into our country that are produced in foreign lands. We want to make movies made. We want movies made in America again. Okay. I want to see the replies. I gotta sign up. It's okay. But hey, man, And he's part of it. All right, he's just playing a role. All right, DJ Trump is just playing a role, but America, man, is through. Okay, America is completely through. We got 5.5 million views, and this was May 4th, 2025. This was what, a couple of months ago, man. So that's one of the main reasons why America has fallen. Okay, so these wrecking balls that destroyed wreckage, I'm just going to call wreckage ball that destroyed Hollywood, 2019 writer strike, COVID-19, 2023 writer strike. So you had two writer strikes, in the 2025 the fires and the 100% tariffs by Donald Trump. So this man, he doesn't even know how much pain that he just caused, man. Because there's also foreign movies that's coming to America that's also making a good money here in America, man. A lot of Korean movies, okay, a lot of Korean movies that are made in Korea are coming to America as well. But this man put 100% tariff. So this place is done, man. I'm gonna let this video play. I gotta use the restroom real quick. So right back.
And I think that was totally mismanaged by our leaders in California. And I think that, this confluence of things just eroded the industry there to the point that production's down everywhere. And it's like, but people have, if you want to make a living, if you want to feed yourself and your family, or, whatever it is you have to do, you have to go elsewhere to find the work. So, the people with the expertise, and I don't mean just, directors, producers, and all that sort of stuff. I mean it right across the board, right down to the guy that makes the coffee for the, they have to go other places, and they have done, and they've taken their expertise with them. And the states where they've gone have benefited by their knowledge and their talents. And we've gone wanting where we are. Now, I know Newsom has come up with some kind of tax incentives, but has anybody seen any of that yet? Did we see any water in the reservoir? Did we see him use the money he was given to clean up, manage the forestry and stuff like that?
If you are sleeping in a position like this, you are wrecking your body and your breathing. Chronic neck pain happens when your cervical spine is repeatedly misaligned during sleep, creating tension and inflammation that prevents.
Did we see, why did they defund the fire department? It's a real mess. And a lot of the people who once kept that industry alive and thriving have left for greener pastures, and you can't blame them. And I just think the industry is dying there. And it used to be the Mecca. When I went there, gosh, years ago, I was working there. The place was just booming through the 80s, 90s, even after the turn of the millennium, it was still cooking. But sadly, it's all gone to hell in a handbasket. And I blame our leaders.
I can't believe that it's cheaper for you for a one-day shoot to fly your crew all the way around the world to Bulgaria.
Yeah, for 3 days and take care of all the. Yeah. Prohibitively expensive. A lot of red tape, a lot of hoops to jump through. And even if you brought in tax incentives, it would still be expensive, more expensive. I mean, just the cost of an apple is 3 times as much as it is in Rome. It's just, that's just the way it is. Everything's going against it.
I mean, all of these people, like you mentioned, the people who get the coffee, the people who work on the lots, people who drive the cars. I mean, is it upsetting to you on a personal level to see this happening?
Yes, it is, because these are people that you befriend. And look, everyone is important in that industry. I mean, the person that puffs your makeup up, and the guy that puts the lights up, and the grip, and the dolly grips and all that stuff, camera guys. I mean, the director is merely a traffic cop, and he adjudicates and judges, parts of people's talents he wants to use. And those people are, they're not being served at all. It's untenable, I think, to live with the cost of living the way it is in California at the moment, and with an industry that's like just, you know, the governor did not ever level the playing field. So the other states like Atlanta and all these other, Texas, everybody, they're taking the work. So, and that's okay. I'm happy for them because now they're figuring out how to do it well. And the industries are sort of booming over there.
The history of our Earth is so different from what we can imagine.
I was out there with you at your house, sad site there that burned down during the fires.
Yeah.
Do you think, I mean, will you come back to LA? Will this be your home forever, or are you just done with it?
I'm not done with it. I mean, look, my heart is there. I think it's a beautiful state. Unfortunately, it's just been mismanaged in the worst possible way by our present administration. And, you know, something needs to be done about it. I know that Newsom bought some kind of tax incentives in, but if they were that good, people wouldn't be leaving, would they now? Or I don't even know if they've kicked in. You know, it's like watching, you know, paint dry. So it takes so long for anything to filter through there. And there was no sense of urgency in regard to the industry, which I think there should be. I mean, it used to be the mecca of filmdom and television, but it's not anymore. And I doubt that they'll recover, or if they do, it's going to take a long time.
How's your shoot going in Italy?
I recommend you brothers and sisters to watch this on your own time. But I want to see if anybody's watching. If not, it's okay. But hey, man, this place is done, man. America is done. And we just saw a couple of days ago what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, his show got shut down because he made fun of the orange Donald Duck, man. So let me grab this scripture. I'm actually let me play this video as well. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Has announced that it will be leaving Fayette County in.
Hold on, replay it.
Studios has announced that it will be leaving Fayette County in Georgia and taking its 20,000 jobs with it to Germany. This will add to the 800,000 layoffs that have already occurred in the United States so far in 2025. Now, for anybody unfamiliar, this area of Georgia was kind of the unofficial film capital, where companies traditionally had gone there for cheaper labor, less taxes, all of that in Georgia in order to have a good employer environment. But Marvel cited that the main driver was healthcare cost and how much it cost them versus what they would be paying in Germany to move the operation there. So again, not a good sign when you have this kind of mass influx of jobs either leaving America or companies downsizing this much for the already very inflated that economy that we have here in 2025. And I don't pretend to know what the answer is or have the solution to solve all of this. I just know that the trend of all the layoffs that have happened this year is very concerning for a person that is an expert in the field of employee turnover and of job creation. So when you look at it like this, it's not a good sign. And I really hope that we can turn things around here and that these layoffs stop in America. There was just announcements last week from both Nike and Coca-Cola that they're having layoffs as well at Nike for their corporate office, and Coca-Cola is closing a very large plant. And there's a lot of jobs that are going to get lost there too and be laid off. So here's hoping that we can turn things around as a country. But what do you guys think about this? Is this a good move for Marvel, or will they regret it in the future?
See, this place is done. I'm gonna read this to y'all. 2023 Writers Guild of America strike. The 2023 Writers Guild of America, WGA, strikes was a 148-day labor stoppage from May to September 27th, 2023, where 11,500 screenwriters protested against the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, AMPTP, for better pay, increased streaming residuals, and protection against artificial intelligence. And right, that's the thing. AI is going to play a bigger role, because what's the point of having somebody that got to brainstorm for a couple of weeks and days to write a script where you can just type in something in AI and they can create it in 10 seconds, in 10 minutes, in 5 minutes. Okay. And that's what's happening. And also, I believe Zoe Saldana, the girl that played in Avatar, she played a big role in the strike too. Okay, a lot of these people that they're you could see that they were being fucked over. A lot of shows stopped because of this. All right, I was watching the show The Boys, and I believe what was the last actually recent actually, I'm typing this before and after The Boys. Right, I was watching The Boys, and the last season that they had was in 2020, or I believe in 2020. Let me see. It was a before and after. Okay. Now the last season I believe they had, it was in 2020 or 2021, and I remember where a lot of the actors in that show looked young. They had still they looked like their character. Now after the writer's strike, I believe in 2023, they all look different and weird looking. Like 2 years just passed. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, and she was beautiful. This chick right here, she played what's her name, Starlight, in the show The Boys. And before the strike, she was very beautiful, but afterwards, she got her face done, and she looked fucking crazy, man. Just to show you that these people, man, these higher up celebrities and actors and actresses, they're burned out, they're tired, man. See, I remember what they look like. They look like this, but after I believe season 5 came out, they look like fucking old people, man. They look old as shit, and it's only been 2 years. Wait, season 5. Okay, season 5, man. Everybody looked tired and old on that show. I was like, what the fuck? When I was playing it on Amazon Prime. Hold on, The Boys. I'm just using this as an example because, you know, that writer's strike that played that hit a big huge punch. That made a big punch in a painful punch in the Hollywood world, man. Before and after, not surgery, but before after cast. Yeah, they still showing the same. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, man, you know, this place is done. Okay, someone grab this scripture. This is Isaiah 24, and I'm gonna grab this. And the Most High is causing this place to go down because hey, it had its fun, it had its time. Okay, we in the 9th month, or September of the year 2025, man. We don't know what 2026 got in hold, man. We don't know what 2026 has in store. So this is Isaiah 24 and 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languish, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp ceases. Right, the fun times, the mirthful times, the good times has stopped, man. Going to movies, the experiences, even the small details of these normal, you know, the things that we grew up with, you know, going to the movies and seeing the big, huge motion picture, all that stopped. Picnics and parties and, you know, fun festivals and holidays. The mirth of that is done, man. Okay. The noises of that rejoiceth ended. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They should not drink wine with a song, right? Because back then, growing up, people used to drink just for the fun of it. Now people now drink just to get through the week, get through the days, get to their job, man. Okay, they'll after they you know uh 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 come from their jobs, man. They'll go to a bar or something, drink a bottle of whiskey just to get through the times, man. Because times are hard, man. Times are really hard. It's hard. It's hard for a lot of people in America. And even Mel Gibson himself said a lot of people. And the news reporter dude, the interviewer guy, what's his name, Brian Enton. Okay, he even said that a lot of people that used to work in these big, huge companies in Hollywood are now living in their cars, man. Okay, the economy is falling in Hollywood, and even DJ Trump said it, man, that the American film industry is dying. Okay, the movie industry in America is dying a very fast death, and you can't bring it back up, man. You can't restore it, no matter how much money y'all have. Ideas, there's no more creativity. There's no more fun ideas, man. All right, the creativity juice is drained out. It ran out. And a lot of people are tired of going to the movies because they got streaming apps. And what happened after Jimmy Kimmel? Hey, a lot of people are tired of those streaming apps as well. So it's a whole 360. Everything around you is done, man. That's why I'll be waiting for Yahweh Shai to bring a new heavens, a new earth, where it could be unlimited mirth, unimaginable mirth, and joy and fun for the Israelites. Okay. It says the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Oh, Shalak, I forgot to read the number 9. It says they should not drink with wine, but the song, strong drink shall be better to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in, right? A lot of these businesses and homes and places that used to be filled with prosperous opportunities now shut up. They're done. Okay. And the city is left desolation. Oh, Shalak, I skipped the scripture. It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And what is the meaning of mirth? Okay. Type in this. Come on, computer. All right. All right, mirth. High spirits, joy, merriment, cheer, laughter. Okay. Euphoria, fun, enjoyment, amusement. Okay. Festivity, frolics, sport, merrymaking, pleasure. Okay. Cheer, Glee. They had a show called Glee, man. All that is done, man. Your favorite shows, your favorite movie franchises, they're all done. People are tired of Marvel, man. People are tired of seeing these fucking women that Marvel characters and the same Marvel characters that have been written 100 times, man, male or female. They're tired of these new people that they're pushing in these Marvel movies, man. Characters that people don't even know. They don't even know a lot of these characters, these new characters that Marvel's pushing, except those that that read the comics. But people got Marvel fatigue, man. All right, high spirits. There's no more high spirits in Babylon. There's now low spirits. Okay, so this place is done, man. Hollywood, this whole Hollywood world is coming to an end, man. The mirth of the land is gone. There's no more new franchises. There's no new good original movies or creativity. The last movie that I actually saw that was actually good, I'm gonna be honest with you, 2 movies that was actually really good was K-pop Demon Hunters and Sinners, man. That was actually really good movies, and I recommend you brothers and sisters to watch it. But other than that, and brothers, I know you're not into the female fight and everything. The female character gotta be brave and tough. Now, when you watch K-pop Demon Hunter, it's not like that. Those are actually really good movies, man. That was actually a good, really good animated movie, man. Okay, and that movie Sinners. Okay. So this place is done, man. All right, this place don't have that much time and it's crumbling. So with that, call all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kadash. Hollywood is dying. The dreams, the mirth is dead. Shalom.